afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Spirit Hill on the campus here, getting ready for football tonight between UNA and Florida Tech. And I'm Brian East, joined by Phil Stevenson. And Phil, tonight another atmosphere that is looking pretty good behind us with all the tents set up and everything. UNA takes on Florida Tech here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a Gulf South Conference game. It's an important football game because of that, because it's a region game. They're all important. But when it's a Gulf South Conference game and you got a chance to play it here at home at Brawley Municipal Stadium, you want to come in and take care of business.
The Florida Tech Panthers coming in here tonight. They've been a little bit banged up this year, but they've come back. Won a couple of games here. They're getting their quarterback, I guess, is probably the most important thing for them tonight.
Yeah, Cato will be back. And from picking up some information out of the local newspapers down in Melbourne, Florida, we think Trevor Sand is going to play too. He is not listed on our two deeps, but I'd be very surprised if number 28 doesn't start at halfback for this team. He's had a couple of good games against UNA in the 2 years of existence for Florida Tech. The Panthers football program is 2 years old, and that's really one of the big contrasts. When you get on the game, it doesn't get on the field. It doesn't matter during the game, but this is a program that is in its third year.
Right.
And here we are in I don't know how many years, but we've got a bunch of years. We got Coach Wallace who can tie the win record here at UNA with a victory tonight with 109. So a long, rich tradition here at the University of North Alabama as opposed to a new program. So it's going to be a contrast there. It'll be a contrast in how these teams offensively and defensively play this football game. And like Coach Wallace said this week, I think it'll come down to the 5 interior linemen for UNA and how well we run the football, which I expect us to be very good in that area. And then reverse that, how we stop the run.
Right.
Old-fashioned football. So if our defense is ready, and we can have a good game tonight.
You talked about Bobby Wallace. You've obviously known him for quite a while. You think that's on his mind here tonight, 109 wins? You think he's thought about that at all today?
I don't think Coach Wallace has ever thought about that.
No.
He doesn't mark them down in any kind of book. He's team-oriented, obviously, very first. And that's something that one day when he's sitting down on Lake Martin, retired, he may start looking at and start thinking about. But today, that means absolutely nothing to him.
We've got some scores already that have gone final from the GSC and from around the SEC. First of all, take a look at what's going on around the conference. Shorter got a win today over South Missouri State, 26-21. Albany is all over Albany State right now. They're 37-0 in the third quarter. West Georgia defeated Clark Atlanta 56-0. Everything else is later on, including Cumberland and Valdosta State. Mississippi College takes on McNeese State, and West Alabama will travel to Texas A&M Kingsville. So a full slate of games around the conference today as well.
Yeah, it is. And if you notice that Delta and Albany, that's not a conference game. West Georgia, Clark Atlanta, that's not a conference game. That's kind of an oddity to the scheduling. This is our second conference game, having defeated Mississippi College 2 weeks ago. We took care of that open week very well, too. I think that was a win. I'll take it, mark it down. It's kind of an oddity in the scheduling that this will be our second conference game, and a lot of these teams, and I think actually next week, Valdosta, when we go to Valdosta, Georgia, will be their first conference game, and it'll be our third. So a little advantage, I think, for the UNA Lions there.
Other games from around the country, looking at the SEC, Georgia defeated Southern today 48-6. LSU and a tough one today with Syracuse up at the Carrier Dome, 34-24 winners there. South Carolina trailing at halftime to Central Florida. They were down 14-8, came back and won 31-14. Tennessee is up on Florida 17-7. They are at the half. Last check, Alabama was up on Louisiana Monroe 14-0. And then everything else in the SEC is tonight: Vandy and Ole Miss, Arkansas, Texas A&M, Missouri, Kentucky, and Mississippi State and Auburn a little bit later on tonight. We are on Spirit Hill outside of Brawley Stadium here in Florence. We invite you to come on out and say hey to us. Make sure you're at the game tonight. They're giving away a gift card tonight for the loudest student. We need some loud students here tonight. Definitely.
Yeah. Do we count? No, we're not.
We can be loud. It's been a long time since I've been a student. But
well, the obnoxious part I know we can be, but loud, I don't know. We'll try it.
UNA host Florida Tech here tonight We talked about the running game a little bit for UNA. Florida Tech gives up 190 yards rushing per game through their first 3 games. Maybe Lamonte Thompson licking his chops a little bit tonight.
Well, I think so, and that's something we did down at Melbourne, Florida last year, was run the football very effectively against Florida Tech. We spoke a little bit about the other GSC schools' scheduling oddity. It's a little bit of an odd schedule that Florida Tech has had. They've only played one Division II football game in 3 weeks, and that was Newberry out of the South Atlantic Conference. Newberry, a program that has previous years recently been a ranked team, but they are not ranked right now. They're sitting at 2-1. That came down to a missed field goal by Florida Tech in an attempt to tie the score late. Southeast Louisiana FCS program that is ranked in the top 20. Last time I looked, I think they were like 18 in the nation. So they've taken some pretty decent competition. And then they played Warner University out of Florida. That is an NAIA school that, quite frankly, is probably a competition for Florence High School, maybe. So their stats are skewed, and it's really hard to get a beat on this team. But after the success they had running against our defense last year, I think that's what they will attempt to do. The newspaper articles with Trevor Sand, he thinks that he's in for a big night tonight, and we'll see.
We are here on Spirit Hill. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll talk with Ben Ray, get his thoughts on everything going on here this afternoon, and talk a little ticket information with Ben. That's after this break. You're listening to Game Day Live right here on Spirit Hill, built by the Home Depot. We're back right after this.
Let's go from clutter to clean. Stop foxing ourselves in. Let's get organized and build a better bathroom. That's it. Let's give it some style with a little polish. Let's put everything where it belongs and put the room back in bathroom. Let's do this. Shop stylish vanities in-store and online. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
I'm Javon Baker. I'm Tiffany McDaniel. I'm Tiffany Tanner. And this is Game Day UNA, and we're here with
Will Giske, and this is Alpha Tau Omega. We're here supporting the Lions. Roar Lions!
We are joined by Ben Ray here with us here on the patio. And Ben, another beautiful night, looks like, for football. Looks like the rain may stay away from us, so everybody needs to come on out and enjoy the game here tonight.
It has really turned into a beautiful day. We're praying the rain stays away. I got here this morning at about 8, setting up the stadium, and was a little nervous, but it's really turned into just a great day for football. Spirit Hill's alive. I mean, I'd come down and check out the game tonight for sure.
Bobby Wallace has a chance with a win tonight to tie Coach Howell's self at 109 wins. I know you being affiliated with the university, that's a big thing here tonight.
It certainly is, and I mean, you think of Coach Wallace, and you just automatically think of UNA football, everything he's done. I mean, he's a large part of why the program's one of the top in the state, and winning his program in the state since 1990. A lot of that can be attributed to Coach Wallace. So I know that the Florence area, they love Coach Wallace, and they would love to see him become the all-time leader, I guess, in school history, and he's got a great shot at doing that.
I know you got a great crew up there handling the ticket office right now while you're down here playing. They know you're down here? Did you sneak away?
I just kind of walked off. I said, I'll be back, guys. So they may be upset with me up there. I do have a great crew. I got some students, some volunteers that work with me. They're great. They know what they're doing. And I'll tell you what, Brian, we have some outstanding ticket prices, $20, $15, $10, gets you in the door. We still have some for sale up there. Come check us out. If you want to come to future dates, visit roarlions.com. Call us on the ticket office, 256-765-5466. We'll get you squared away for the rest of the season. But I want to encourage people to buy their tickets ahead of time, avoid the long lines.
Well, you can kind of feel the chill in the air a little bit. Perfect football weather. Got tons of sports going around UNA. One that's coming up is basketball.
Basketball season, it's hard to think that it's going to be here before
Yeah.
we know it. November 19th, I believe, is our first game. We just sent out season ticket renewals. Tickets will go on sale to the general public, I believe, October 9th. Again, they can visit the website, call us at the ticket office, 256-765-5466, and we will get you squared away with basketball tickets. Coach Chambane, Coach Tiber, they're going to have some great teams this year. We're getting pretty fired up for basketball season.
Great atmosphere for basketball here as well.
Oh, Flowers Hall, I mean, when it's packed out, when UAH comes to town, you know,
Yeah.
some of the other GSC rivals, I mean, there's not a better place to be. And basketball, I think, in this area is more popular than people give it credit for. And a great way to bring your kids, expose them to the college
Sure.
game, Flowers Hall.
It's a great place. Encourage you to come on out and get your tickets. Give that phone number and website again.
Again, yeah, the ticket office can be reached by calling 256-765-5466 or visit roarlions.com and go to the ticketing tab, and we'll get you squared away with anything you need.
I see your ticket guys peeking around the corner. They're looking for you.
I think I have been spotted, and I think
You're in trouble.
They might need me up there now.
Get out of
I'd
here.
love to stay with you, but
Appreciate
duty
you stopping
calls.
by.
Yes, sir. Thank
All right,
you.
that is Ben Ray. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll talk with Megan Lovelace right here on Game Day Live, built by the Home Depot.
Hey, we're going around talking about Taste the Tailgate. Who are you representing today, and what is the awesomeness I see before me?
We are with the table in Sheffield, and we meet on Thursday nights, and we have nachos today.
Yes, who doesn't love nachos? May I have some?
Of course.
Just a little sample. And what's your name?
I'm Danielle Stokes.
Danielle, thank you so much. Okay, here goes. Best nachos I've ever had.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I thank you so much. And this has been Taste the Tailgate. Thank y'all.
Come on.
We want to welcome in Miss Megan Lovelace here with us, and I've been aggravating her for a couple weeks now about coming on, so we finally got her to come on. But Megan, thanks for joining us first of all, and just talk a little bit about what's going on around the campus and the university with events that you've got.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me. We actually just finished up, as most everybody knows, the 1985 football reunion last week, or
Yep.
2 weekends ago now. That was a really great event. That was 30 years for those guys, and most of them hadn't seen each other in 30 years. And we actually had some brothers that hadn't seen each other in a couple
Oh,
of years.
wow, I
So it
didn't
was a
know
little
that.
family reunion too. But I've gotten more phone calls and emails about that. They
Yeah.
had an absolute ball. So we just finished that up, and back in August we actually had the first ever Line Pride dinner and auction. And that was a new event for us. We didn't really know what to expect with it, but it was a huge success, and that was put on by the Sportsman's Club. And we had it down at the Coliseum, and we had a silent auction, and we're fortunate enough to have Josh Willingham come
Yeah.
speak. And it was kind of a kickoff to the athletic season. All of our coaches came out and gave everybody an update on what we were going to, be looking for this year. And we ended up raising around $20,000 with that event. So we were really excited about that. And, earlier in the summer, back in June last year, we started a athletic alumni and friends golf tournament, and that just gets old alumni and friends in the area a chance to come out and take a Friday off and play golf with some of the coaches. And we're really just working to try to get the alumni more involved and
Yeah.
give them opportunities to come back and just support the sports programs that they love. So
When the 85 team was here, a couple of the guys came on with me, and I think from the way they were talking, that may have sparked a yearly thing with them
It
of
has.
coming back. That's great. That's great for those guys.
that's what we want. Yes, they said that they're going to start doing that every year, and I think some of them are even coming back for homecoming in a few
Wow.
weeks. So
Wow.
some sooner than others. So
Well, I know it's always fun to come out here on Spirit Hill and see the crowds, and I know I've already had a couple of questions about how folks get more involved with the university. How can they do this? Is there a place they can go on the website or call you, or how do they do that?
They can go to the website. We've got a list of all of our different events that we have. One of the biggest ways is the UNA Sportsman's Club. That's our primary athletic booster club, and for as low as $150, people can join that. We've got a halftime, the Grady Lyle Sportsman's Club room at halftime that they can go in and relax, get a Coke, and just mingle with people. And they also join the alumni group on Spirit Hill every game. And the Sportsman's Club is it's a great group. A lot of people don't realize we can't use university funds to purchase things such as Gulf South Conference championships rings, national championship rings. So, that's one way that they fill in for us and, get those players their rings and, just help us with day-to-day operational expenses and most importantly scholarships, which is, what we're all here for, is to make those student athletes have the best time while they're here at UNA. So,
if there's alumni listening that they want to get more involved, just welcome to come on out here and get involved and maybe contact you, I guess, in the office.
Absolutely. Yes, anybody's welcome to call me to learn how they can get more involved. My number is 256-765-4615, and I'll be happy to find a way for you to get involved.
Football is a great way to get involved. You see all these people that are out here behind us today. A lot of friends and family out here that are just enjoying themselves, and this is a perfect place to do it.
It really is. And, we've got more tailgating spots available up on Spirit Quad. So if you're interested in coming out here and getting a spot and joining us, we'll be happy to fit you in somewhere.
And you can reserve a place out here to tailgate, correct?
You can,
yep.
Yes.
All right, good deal. Megan, I appreciate you coming on with us, and we'll harass you a little bit later on and get you on another time with us as well.
Yes, definitely.
All right, that is Megan Lovelace here on Game Day Live, and we're going to take a little break here, come back, and talk to Scott Walker, the soccer coach here at UNA. He's got a lot of things going on. He's got a pretty good little program going right now here at UNA. We'll talk to him after this break here on Game Day Live, built by the Home Depot.
Let's go from clutter to clean. Stop foxing ourselves in. Let's get organized and build a better bathroom. That's it. Let's give it some style with a little polish. Let's put everything where it belongs and put the room back in bathroom. Let's do this. Shop stylish vanities in-store and online. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
I'm Javon Baker, and we're doing Taste the Tailgate. I'm here with Lester Hill. This is...
I'm Sam Satterfield. I'm David Box.
Hi, what are y'all doing today, and what are y'all serving?
Worcester Hills local credit union. We have free lemonade and free purple Kool-Aid. That's the purple and gold for UNA. We're giving out free drinks to all the students.
So I can get a pair of shades?
Yeah, you can get a pair of sunglasses.
Yes, with a pair of sunglasses.
That's right.
How do I look? I look
good.
Like Lester Hill? I actually
Good.
need to set up a Lester Hill account.
Yeah, we can do that.
So can I try some of your drinks?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let me get a lemonade.
All right.
Okay, now you're not gonna let me down, right? This is gonna be some good lemonade.
Best lemonade around.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you up to it. Can I get a straw?
Absolutely.
Let's see how it is. Yes, and it's sweet. I love it. Thank you.
No problem.
This has been Taste the Tailgate.
We're joined now by soccer coach Chris Walker. I think I called you Scott earlier, but we'll blame that on Eddie, right?
Yeah, it's Eddie's fault.
We'll blame that on him. But Coach Walker, talk about your program a little bit. You guys are on an absolute roll right now.
Yeah, we're doing okay so far. I think we're 6-0-1 right now. So nationally ranked 17th, which we dropped a little bit. We won 2 games and dropped down, though.
How's that happen?
Can't explain that one. Good question. So hopefully we'll keep winning, and hopefully it's got to go up eventually. So. But no, the girls are doing really well. We got a great group of returning players mixed in with a good group of 6 new players that came in. So we're excited. Season took a little bit to get going. We had a tough tie to start out, but then we hit the ground running, got some good region wins, and have hit conference and played well so far. So can't complain yet.
Now, I haven't been around UNA very long, But the time that I've been here, the one name that keeps popping up is Chloe Richards. You know where I'm going with that.
No, Chloe's been fantastic. She works so hard. Just during the spring, she was out there for an hour or two every day. Same again now in the fall. She works hard at training and then stays a little bit after and does extra stuff. So all the goals she gets, she deserves just from work rate. The other players around her have been doing really well as well. So, but she was Conference Player of the Week last week, and hopefully she can continue to keep scoring a few goals and setting a few goals up for someone else as well.
And I've heard her talk. She is very complimentary of the teammates around her.
Yeah. No, she doesn't like the limelight whatsoever. Yeah. She likes scoring the goals, but she'll just turn around and walk back to the centre circle after. Not a big celebrator. It's just she's works hard and lets the game do a lot of the talking. So it's been great so far.
Talk about your team a little bit, some of the girls that are starting and some of your other contributors.
Yeah, we've got a big mixture of returning players. New transfer from North Carolina that came in, Samantha Parrish. She's starting at the back defensively, which it took a game or two for her in the back four to get used to stuff. But they're in the swing of things now. We're not conceding too many goals. Shelby Thornton has been fantastic in goal as well. Shelby stepped in. She was with us last year and sat in behind Rachel. Rachel was an all-conference goalkeeper last year, but Shelby stepped in and done an unbelievable job. Hasn't been at fault for any of the goals we've given up so far. I think we've only given up 2, but she's not been at fault for any of them. So she's been fantastic. And then going forward, one of the new players, Paige Porter from Kennesaw, she's been starting in the midfield, along with our 2 Portuguese players in there, Margarina and Beatrice. Both of them just had a little bit of creativity in the midfield. They're all 3 of them are hard working. And then up front, we've got as much pace as we could possibly have. Between the 3 that start and the 2 that come in off the bench, it's been constant just running after players. Chloe's been obviously scoring. Kylie's been doing really well. She got Freshman of the Week, I think, 2 weeks in a row. And then Ellie, Stacey and Anna Catherine have all been fantastic so far. So I can't complain. Hopefully we keep everyone healthy and we can keep the run going.
And every great head coach is surrounded by some fantastic coaches.
Yes, we've got Chris McBride. He's been here now, I think, for 4 years. And then Amy's been with me since I first got here 3 years ago. So we've got a great group. They're all willing to work hard and put in the hours that it takes to be successful. So can't ask any more about what we've got. Everything's always there, ready to go. And it makes my life a little bit easier.
Absolutely. When you get more into the meat of the schedule later on this year, you're 7 games into the season now. The conference as a whole, what does it look like?
There's no easy games. We played Huntsville a few weeks ago and the score was lopsided. I think we beat them 6-1, but there isn't an easy game in there. It was 1-0 at halftime, we were getting beat. So there isn't, from Delta State all the way up to West Florida to Lee, there isn't a game where we can just sit back and coast through.
Right.
So it's been great. I mean, yesterday there was a lot of upset results in the conference, which obviously, if we can keep taking care of business, we were pre-season ranked number 3, which I think aggravated the girls a little bit. They wanted to be a little bit higher, but it's motivated us, and we're hopefully the team that got ranked number 1, Lee, we beat them last week 3-0. So we're hoping to build on that. We've got a big non-conference game tomorrow against Cumberland at 1, which that'll be a good test. And then we turn around and it's a little bit of revenge, hopefully, against Valdosta next weekend.
And I know you appreciate all the support that the university and the students bring to your games.
Yeah, no, the crowd has been fantastic so far. Every home game has been unbelievable. It's just got bigger and bigger, the crowd. So, and the girls feed off of it. The louder it is at the games. The Lions have been out there. The dance team's been out there. It's been fantastic. The support we had it's unexpected in what we thought. So it's been great.
If there's some young soccer players that are listening and their goal is to make it to play collegiate soccer, whether it's here or somewhere else, what would be the one thing you would want to tell them right now?
Just get out and try and play as much as possible. My wife actually coaches over at the middle school, and she's over there, and there's, I think, 50-something kids over there that join in. And it's just great as long as they're enjoying it, getting out and playing. There's a local club here in town that kids are doing that they can join in and play at, that we're helping out at as well. So hopefully the more they play, the more they enjoy it, and the better they get.
Are there any endurance drills? Because we know soccer's all running basically. Are there any kind of endurance drills that they can?
No, I mean that tends to be the biggest difference between switching from high school into the college game. Is not only is it physical, but the speed of play and how fit we ask you to be. We give them a good 10-week program coming in, but I think the freshmen, it always takes them a week or 2 once they get here. It just hits them and they don't know what to expect. After that, the sophomore year onwards, they know what to expect and they come in a little bit better shape and understanding of what we expect out of them.
Well, I'm out of eligibility, but you don't have to worry about me coming out there with you. I wouldn't be able to hack it with those girls, especially Chloe.
No, they've been great. So far, so good.
Awesome. Well, Coach, appreciate you stopping by. Before you get out of here, plug that game tomorrow one more time.
Yeah, tomorrow we play Cumberland. I think they're ranked also 17th in the NAI. They started off preseason number 4 in the nation. They reached the Elite 8, the national tournament in the NAI last year. So it's definitely going to be a really good game. When we scheduled them during the spring, we knew it would be a test for us going into what is going to be a tough conference with Valdosta, West Georgia the next weekend. So tomorrow we play Cumberland at 1 o'clock, and hopefully we can get a good crowd out there and give them a good game.
I did hear one more story I got to throw at you real quick. Chloe Richards was told she wasn't the leader in goals. She was told that. She came out and scored 5 and took the lead right away.
Yeah, Jeff Hodges likes to make a point of telling her that she was, I think, 3rd in the country at the time.
Yeah.
And she was 3 goals behind the girl from Anderson. I think that was in first place. And after the Shorter game, I pulled my cell phone out and we had a bunch of text messages and emails from him. She went and scored 5 against Shorter. As of right now, she's still the top goal scorer in all of Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3.
Wow.
So it's something she keeps shooting for, but she's not afraid to dish the ball off. Sure.
Coach, appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy tomorrow. Hope you get the W. We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, that is Coach Chris Walker here on Game Day Live, built by the Home Depot. We will take a timeout. Come back with more right after this.
I'm Javon Baker, and I'm out here with Game Day UNA. Taste the tailgate. I'm here with
Senator Alpha Sorority, and today is our pink out game for breast cancer education and awareness. Go Zeta!
Hey, I'm Tiffany McDaniel, and I'm here with Taylor Daniels.
And what's your organization?
Alpha Delta Pi. Can I get you to say Roar Alliance really loud?
Roar Alliance! Hey!
I'm Javon Baker, here with
Peyton Summerall with Pi Kappa Alpha.
And they just want to let you know they're glad to be here and they're supporting their school. Can I get a Roar Lions?
Roar Lions!
Roar Lions! Woo!
This is Darian Pippins, a member of the National Broadcast Society at the University of Alabama, in conjunction with UNA Athletics, and Brian Neese and Mr. Field. I have special guests with me, the running back for the 2013 GSC champions, Mr. Chris Coffey. Talk to me, Chris. How you feeling, man?
Feeling great. Thanks for having me.
All right. Let's step on and jump on into it, man. Tell me what you think about this team right now.
This team we have here, a very experienced team. The bond with this team is a great bond, a brotherhood, and I think it's a real solid team this year because of the experience and because the bond they had with each other. Because this is Coach Wallace's actual first recruiting class when he came back. So
in 2012. Yep.
As far as the experience and the playing with each other, they should be clicking left and right. So I'm ready to see a great game out here today.
Okay, man, you played with a guy by the name of Lamonte Thompson for 3 years, and you guys built a dynamic bond. Tell me, what do you think about the year that he's having thus far?
I basically think he like baby Superman. He's a great back, a great person on and off the field, and he's a workhorse. He's the workhorse of the team. And if all else fails, get a ball to Lamonte. He's going to do the right thing with it, and he's going to make sure your team is in a great position to win, night in, night out.
Do you feel like with Monte playing the way he is playing and the weapons around Lee May Hall and Hagan Scott and the rest of those receivers, do you really feel like this is the best offense under Bobby Wallace?
Oh, yes, and one of the reasons it is the best because they have came up with a 2013 team. We had a lot of older seniors, very experienced. We had a type bond, and these younger guys was able to see us and see the bond that we had, and they're applying it now that they're older and they're seniors. So a lot of the players, other players like Lee May Hall, Luke Wingo, they all gelling right now, and it's the perfect time for it, and it's the perfect year for them, and I'm ready for them to get that big ring.
Okay. Well, one last question. When dealing with that 2013 team, what set y'all apart? Because like I said, that team started what's going on right now. What was the special thing about that 2013 team?
It was just we had a lot of group of guys that bought into what Coach Wallace brought to the table. He wanted us to be a great men on and off the field, and workouts, as far as on and off the field, with schoolwork, we all bonded together. We all bought into the system, and that what made everybody gel when we came together on that field. And the guys that are here now, that's what they're doing. They buying completely into what Coach Wallace is teaching them, and it shows on the field, night in, night out.
All right, one last question before we zoom on out. Tell me, what is the final result for this UNA team?
I got them going undefeated, winning the GSC, like the back-to-back years we have done. But I'm really looking forward to them getting that big ring. Even though we don't host a national championship, it would have been great if we did. But I'm looking forward to them getting that big ring, and I feel like this year's team has all the weapons. They have the bond, they have the experience. It's just getting out here and peaking at the right time. Peaking at the right time, and it could be now, it could be first round of playoff, it could be fourth round of playoff, it could be championship game. It's just peaking at the right time and making sure everybody's on the same page, and the rest will take care of itself.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Chris Coffey, for coming in and talking with us and giving us your insight and take on this year's UNA Lions team. When we get back, we'll get back with Brian Neese. This is Game Day Live, built by the Florence Home Depot.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Tanner. I'm Tiffany McDaniel.
And I'm Javon Baker.
And I'm Joe with Bojangles, the official sponsor of the UNA Athletics.
Lions!
Hey, I am Xavier Wary, and we're here at the UNA versus Florida Tech game. The countdown is under 20 minutes, and as you can see, the crowd is ready. Go Lions!
I'm Tiffany McDaniel.
And I'm Javon Baker.
We're with UNA cheerleaders, and roll!
Coach, and that's win number 109 for you in your career at UNA. What does that mean to you to get all those wins?
Well, it means we've had a bunch of great players and coaches, and I'm just honored to be with Coach Self. What a great man he was, and what he did to this program. And 13 years, I believe, Walker Road, he didn't lose to a state team. And so, great honor to be mentioned with him, and I want to thank all the players and coaches that have been here because they do all the work, and I've been fortunate to be here.